want to take the concept of pelvis neutral across to function and working out. Quick recap. If you're finding it in standing, you go into a little bit of a squat. You go 100% anterior, 100% posterior. You can keep feeling until you find where your midpoint of 50% is. 50% allows you to straighten your knees without locking them, and you have equal weight distribution across your feet. I want you to stand like this. You can even put your weight into one hip or the other while you're in pelvis neutral. I would like you to walk like this. Now, how about function and working out? If you're gonna squat down, I want you to squat in neutral. If you tend to habitually brace your body like this in order to do weight and resistance, that is why your hip flexors become overactive all over again. You lock your back all over again. It shortens your extensors. You have back pain. Your TFL kicks in. Then the work that I did to unravel and unlock you, you relock every time you go work out or you go to move. What about deadlifts? Same thing. It requires a bit of a hinge and a little bit of a squat. Are you holding neutral, or do you tend to go into anterior to posterior back to neutral when you come up? That's why a mirror is so very important. It gives you the visual input to see what you've been doing, because your feeling has been wrong all along and you have to reestablish something new. Now, let's take that to cycling. If you're leaning forward over those handlebars, you should be bracing your core into neutral. That way you're not weight bearing so hard into the handlebars. If you're just sagging into an anterior pelvic tilt, same thing. Now you're doing anterior pelvic tilt and you're flexing, and that'll add to why your hips tend to go out, your pelvis, all the usual things. Pelvis neutral is meant for you to grasp when you're not moving around, because it's hard enough to find it then. And this is how you carry it over to everything. Say it's yoga and you want to do down dog and your hands are on the ground. Are you able to stay in neutral, or do you tend to actually go into a posterior pelvic tilt? Do the motion to where you can hold neutral and then build into the range. It doesn't mean you have to cancel it out altogether. Then if you want to do a sun salutation, do you do it through your low back, or can you hold neutral and actually lean back from your thoracic spine? The concept of this is carried across the board to when you're moving or when you're standing still.